Sanibonani. Oh, Begani, my hair. But anyway, guys, welcome to day 5. Welcome to day 5, and I'm we're talking about Indigent. Now, let me share my story, ne? Mina ngikhuliswe umamkhulu, and which is umama. That's the person I call umama. And then when we heard about this thing, Indigent, I don't even remember how many years ago, but I know which is tema sesiyizwe, and then we said no, akahamba you apply. And then she applied, and then she got it. And then yeah, we were all excited and everything was well. And then I think it was 2 years later, if not a year later, I don't remember. Then she tells me ukuthi ilokhuzana yakhe was declined, so she's been getting letters and notifications that bazomcishela ugesi, and she needs to pay huge amounts of money azokwazi ukuthi angacishela ugesi. And then again, the person that I am, I don't just take things lightly. I go and question things and ask. So I did eventually phone the municipality offices to establish what has happened. Why has she has not received the lokhuzana yake, and why I declined you? Because she tells me she was told it was declined. And then only to learn, guys, apparently the municipality did come, and then they found ukuthi lapha ekhaya kunama room angakuthiwa 1 2 3 3 ama-room plus igarage. No, ama-room ayi-2 ne-garage, but the other room livele likhulu, it's like a 2-room. And then this guy said they came home and they find ukuthi kunama-room and kunabantu abahlalayo kulo ma-room lawo. And then they also learned to go to umama, she's not staying alone, hence then they declined the application yakhe. So then I went to ask Uguti, but if she's not staying alone, obviously she's staying with her grandkids. So why decline? Because she did apply the last time. And then this guy explained to me, Uguti, Indigent, it's a government's way of that's a positive about it. It's a government's way to say to help the elderly people. Ukuthi bangabi ne-stress, bangabhadali too much, and they under the impression ukuthi abantu abadala phela vele bahlala babodwa, and not even if abahlali babodwa benzela ukuthi if ikhaliye labo bangabi ne-pressure ukuthi kule mali encane abayiholayo grant, then they must still pay for huge amounts of money for electricity. So it is government's way of saying, guys, we take care of you, we understand, and then then this is the amount of money that you must pay on a monthly basis. Now, the reason then this thing is applied for on a yearly basis, I think it's a yearly basis, they off the view that maybe somebody's situation may change in a year or two and stuff like that, then they'll have to reassess. So what has then happened in my mother's case, the reason it was declined is because they established she's not staying alone, there's kids in the house, and in our room are fully equipped like anabantu. Then it means there must be some source of income that is coming to her and the household. So then he asked who's these people that are staying there. Then I explained to no, but it's not tenants. It is my brothers and sisters' kids, that are staying there. And then this guy explained, unfortunately, in that case, your brothers and you, all of you guys, we need to be assisting your mother to pay rates and taxes and the electricity, because at the end of the day, the electricity is being consumed by the people that are staying in that house. So meaning so she's got to be paying for electricity. And because we find there's rooms, our view was that if there's rooms, she could even put a tenant in one of the rooms and take the money at a room and pay towards municipality. But that's what they do. Now, what was a shock to me, or to understand, this, as they're getting this discounted rate, it doesn't necessarily mean ukuthi a city consumption yenu on a monthly basis yenza 1,000 rand, and the below 1,000 rand, and your parent or yeah, the person that has applied for indigent, they agreed to pay 200. This 800 aximally that gets written off, they put it in what they call a child account. They put it away, and that amount also appears in those more statements. There's an account evelayo child account, or I can't remember the other one ibhalwa ini. Sengikhuluma ngama-society wase-GHB and City of Joburg Eguruleni, because I've seen those statements. I know Eguruleni, it's at home, Eguruleni, and I used to stay a City of Joburg, so I know it shows a child account. I can't remember the other one, but those are the amounts that it's money that is owed by this house towards the municipality. So what then they do, if it gets to, I think they said it's 45,000 the maximum, then they open another, so they will decrease. Main account 50,000, then bazothatha le 45 by the child account, then then ba minus 5,000 on your monthly statement. So when I 5,000 plus whatever that you accumulate on a monthly basis, and then the difference, this 45,000 that is put in the child account, it's number one, it's incurring interest. Number two, it is money that is owed to the municipality. Akusukuthi mali you guys don't owe or anything like that. It's money that is still owed to the municipality, meaning when it happens, the person that is the owner of the house passes on, in my case, my mother passes on, whoever is going to take over that house, loyo will have to pay and settle the money that is in those child accounts. That is the sad thing. That money that is sitting there, gulama child account, that the municipality is saying, no, consumption yako 8,000 rand, but 200, the 800 plus. The only thing is that more apply for indigent. That 800, it doesn't add on interest. It doesn't accumulate interest, but ihlala ilogi khona iskweletu, that 800. It's not like a yanyamalala. So now, then it means this person will pay this 200, but nina banikazi bekhaya sengisho ukuthi zingane zasekhaya, the people that house belongs to, ni still owe those 800s, those monies that the government, the municipality is putting away. You still owe that money. And if it happens those monies, they keep accumulating until they get to an amount. Remember, Maspala, they do a evaluation of a property. So they will put it there on those statements, which evaluated, maybe let's say 100,000. If it happens, that account yako is figure so over 80,000, then the municipality will look at two options. Bazo forfeit, bazo tata that house, or which through a process they will attach the house to the debt. Yabo? Meaning, if you guys don't pay, you will take the debt, you will take the house. That's what they will do, unless somebody makes an arrangement. We are going to pay off that money somehow, this money that is owed by the municipality. So, in a nutshell, in as much as these things are good and well and good, zibuyela kuyo lonto leyo ukuthi yabona njengathi ekhaya ukuhamba kuka mama, whoever that the house is going to go to the person's name, that person is going to have a headache. That person is going to have a serious problem, because then they have to go and pay all those monies and even make an arrangement to pay off all that money. We are not paying because my mother bekathola this indigent, this application, this discount, of which then the municipality said that's why they declined it. So they declined because now if we are saying no, but those kids are not working and my mother is also not working, but us, we are working, we should be contributing on a monthly basis small amounts, especially those parents nami, even if my kids were not staying there, but this is my mother, siyenze a contribution to pay towards the consumption that is happening at home under my mother's name. Because that money, if we don't do that, we are sitting at the risk of losing the house eventually at some stage. Or we're going to be forced to do that in any way. If anything happens to my mother, we're going to have to settle that amount. So saying shugutige, ezinye izinto zibukeka zizinhle, zilula kumnandi, like people that are saying but hayi thina asibhadali guys. Leso statement esinokusiza siveza ama-rates noma ngahlala lo ngabhadali, just know ukuthi that money is accumulating laphayana the municipality, means ukuthi uyakweleta umasipala. So eventually they are going to attach a property leyo to the debt. And I know of a friend of mine that I used to work with, Alexander Forbes, where a municipality called them, and then when they got there, bona, it was the uncle that was staying in the house. So their argument was that Uputwabo is mentally ill, so so because he's not married, she's uselekaya, and he's staying with Umshana, which is the one sister's son who's taking care of him, and the house it is in his name. Now the municipality said somebody that is mentally ill, ufana nomntwana, it's like a child, so there's no way that you can put a minor uyiphi responsibility to look after the house, because indlu iyageza, indlu iyadla, indlu iyaqoqa. So whoever that is the person in the family, it must be somebody okuguti will be able to do these things and look after the house properly. So in their case, they had then to go bayokwenza a application ukuthi indlu ingathathwa nayo futhi bese kuruleni, because bese Davidton ukuthi indlu ingathathwa. Then they had to go and put in somebody, which was this the other sister's son who was working, because now they felt good, no, but we can't do that. The house is in their mother's name, although the mother passed on. So Maspala Wati, then even if that's the case, Oksalayama rates needs to be paid. These things needs to be taken care of. So Nina, you're gonna have to apply, because you can't put somebody who's mentally ill in Selenai. Because how can this person who is a child, because when somebody is mentally ill, is incapacitated, they are like a child, so somebody needs to look after them. So they are in no position to be looking and taking care of anything. So they had to pay. That was the first time I heard about this thing. But it was not an indigent. So I'm here again to tell you, wena kukuthi nawe ufana nami ucanga ukuthi hey asibhadalwe ikweletu elokishini akubhadalwe and all that, guys. I'm telling you, if you are getting that, go and look into this. Fonela kamasipala and establish what is the status of your guys' account. Check laphana on behalf, because especially if wena ke uzosala, yabona uzosala, you are at the risk okuzosala leyo nto leyo fanele ukuthi sikhokhele uwe. Akunasikweletu guys, akunasikweletu esinyamalalayo. If anything, like I am doing these things I'm doing them for free. I'm sure you guys are not paying me. I'm just sharing the information. But they're not really free, because you need to pay data to connect. Yes, you're not paying me at the moment for giving you this information, but somebody else is going to pay, is paying for this this transmission. Yeah, too. In a different context, somebody else is paying for it, but it's free to you at the moment. So Maslow citizens, they are free. They're not really free. It is free to you that is receiving it, but somebody has paid for it. That you must be consciously aware of, and uyazi. So hambani again, because you don't want to find yourself, especially those that are living in the cities. If you live in the cities, emakaya, I don't know what's the status kwenzakala emakaya, but I know lephema lokshini. Njengoba sihleli nje kuthiwa hayi thina sibhadale, hayi thina ugesi ubridgiwe and all these things, and we are happy not to pay and so forth. One day izobuya lezo zinto lezo, especially if lo muntu loyo bayakiyeka manje ngoba indlu isegameni lomuntu omdala ona 8. They don't want to put the person under stress and all that. But the minute you register death, they are coming up for you. That much I can promise you. Or the minute evaluate ilingana with their evaluation. I'm sure they do their own evaluation. I don't know by marker up after how long, by how many, what percentage. The minute that value the accumulator ilingana and what you guys are owing as in those child accounts, they are going to come for you. So before all of those things happen, please make sure what you go and niyolungisa. Niyolungisa. Like in our case, I necessity no, the other room vele belihlala umntwana, then they said umntwana kangena endlini, and then akekho umntwana per se, sekushuthi my sister's child sathi akangena endlini, then lo room leli double sizokwazi ukuqashisa. Masiliqashisa, then the money leyo yomqasho leyo, that 1,000 rand ihambe ibhadala umasipala, because at the end of the day that money that is being accumulated there izobuya to bite you guys. So that is all that I wanted to share namhlanje. Ukuthi let's be wary singajabuliswa nje ama-flying ugeli train singayazi ukuthi yaphi. Just be aware and conscious ukuthi what is happening. So ngizobuya kusasa ngizobona ukuthi what topic I'm going to be sharing, and then I will let you know early so that you can come in. Otherwise, feel free to speak to me, feel free to comment, feel free to share or ask if there's anything that mhlawumbe unenkinga yayo and you're not sure how to go about it. Feel free to connect with me, even if you want to send me a DM, send me a message, whatever, and then just to establish, then I will keep, if it's something that I know, I will touch on it, and if it's not, then I will carry on. So yeah, I will carry on as in Shiloh these 21 days. These tips and these things that they are realities that we need to be conscious of. That is it from me to you today. Much love. Thank you. Bye-bye.